Hi there. This is part 2 of Bible and religions versus spirituality. And I'm Lisa. I woke up and I'm here to share what I've learned since I woke up. The Bible, each book in it is a canon. And the word canon means ruler or standard by which something is judged. That's interesting. Because there are books that I read in my the first part where it says they weren't allowed in the Bibles. So, pretty much in a sense, that's just saying that whoever's in charge of the people are choosing what we get to learn and not learn. And not cool. So, I'm just saying. There's a lot of little books out there too about Jesus' life. Did you know that in the Bible there's no mention of it? About Jesus' life. He was born, then we don't hear from him at all until he's, in his 30s. So clearly he was somewhere doing something. And one of the books that is not allowed in the Bible is the, there's also the book of Thomas, so I don't know, I'd have to look into this. The infancy gospel of Thomas, and then we've got the book of Thomas. Maybe they're both in the same thing, I'm not sure, but the book of Thomas, if I remember correctly, Thomas is explaining Jesus's teachings, which is, in our Bible, it is parables. Jesus teaches in parables. And so, I do know that in the book of Thomas, there's this part in there about how we should pray. And it's not in our Bible. And it's pretty much it's just saying, whatever you're praying for. I mean, let me skip just a little bit backwards. In the Bible, it says, when you ask, it is given. That is how our prayers go. Instantly. When we ask for something, and we give thanks for something, it is given. But we don't realize that because we've never been taught about frequency, vibration, and energy. And your belief. No matter what, your prayer is answered. And what you're supposed to do, which is not in our Bible, but it's in the book of Thomas, and I practice this all the time, so it works. That's why I'm saying it. You completely engulf yourself in this. Like when you go to a birthday party and, you want a PlayStation, or you want, the complete encyclopedia, whatever it is, and you get it, and you're so excited. You are so pumped. You just cannot believe it, and you have it. That's what you're supposed to do once you're done asking. Instantly, right off the bat, get freaking excited. It is yours. You have it. You just don't see it. It's not tangible yet, but yours, because God answers every prayer. And I'm going to have to get into that in another one, because right now I'm trying to talk to you about, the Bibles and Bible/religion versus spirituality. But yes, you're just supposed to be excited because you've already received it. And the more you believe that without any, I don't know, the more you believe it with no worries or wonderings, it's yours. You'll receive it on God's time. It could be like in 30 seconds, it could be in 3 minutes, it could be in 3 hours, it could be in 3 years, but it's yours. You just have to be positive and happy all the time, which is not hard because I went from 20 years of just to 2021 changing my complete life around with gratitude, and now, lo and behold, I am still in the same space I was, but oh my gosh, my joy is like through the roof. Fireworks are going off around me, and you can't see it, but whew, I'm excited. So I'm just saying, it's okay to be happy 24/7. It is possible. We'll practice, but it's possible. I just want to read something here. This is from Google, an AI overview. Woo-hoo. The Bible doesn't name any explicit religions, but references religious practices and deities from ancient times, like Egyptians, Canaanites, and Babylonians. Is a foundation text for it's a foundational text for Judaism, Christianity, and holds significance for Islam. Now, Jesus was a Jew, no big deal. I'm a white person. Anyways, I'm just trying to be funny on that one. Jesus was a Jew. His religion was Judaism, and Jesus did say in John 5:23, "Whosoever believes in him." No. Whoever doesn't honor the Son, Jesus, does not honor the Father who sent him. There's also the Apocrypha. Don't know much about that, but it has a meaning. The word does. Means hidden, sometimes called deuterocanonical, which means belonging to a second canon. So the Apocrypha, which I've heard of, I guess belongs to a second canon. This is getting a little bit off the beaten path. So anyways, what I want to talk about is this book. It's probably backwards. UFO of God, Chris Bledsoe. It just came out a while back, and he's on YouTube. He's everywhere. NASA knows him. He is like tight with them, and he's just a person. 2007, he had an orb come to him. A few orbs. But it's 8 minutes already. I wonder if I can get this all out in a couple minutes. He's in tight with spirit. They come and see him all the time. NASA knows about it. Sure, in the next year or so, you're going to find out everything. If you're not watching the local news, maybe get on YouTube. You'll know. Stuff's happening out there. So anyways, the Lady of Fatima. Look that up. She came to Chris Bledsoe. And how she did it, I'm just going to tell you the story, because it's all out there. He goes outside, I think it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Something told him to go outside. He got dressed, he went outside. Walked across the field to his dog kennel. And was handed something by a little being. And a being. And he set it down. They said, no, it's yours. You need to take care of this thing. And it's dark. He's feeling it. And there's no head. There's no tail. It's just kind of prickly. The being leaves. He goes ahead and sets it inside a locked kennel. Be safe. It's 3 a.m. He wants to go back into bed, right? And as he does that, he hears some noise, the wind, something. I can't quite remember exactly, but turns around and looks, and this tree that's to his left turns into this big black gaping hole, a portal, and out jumps from it a 1,500-pound, translucent, filled with stars, bull, Taurus, the bull. Knocks him over, And he knows a lot about bulls. He's waiting for that bull to come back. He wants to get up and get the heck out of that way. He rolls over to get up, and he can't get up. And what's in front of him is a woman, the Lady of Fatima, dressed in a big, shiny, beautiful white dress. She's inside of a circle, a huge orb. He is also inside of this orb. He still cannot get up. She tells him, you need to tell the world something's coming up. And what it is the star Regulus in Easter of 2026, around that time, because our calendars are a little bit off. The red star Regulus, which is in Leo, the constellation, when it arrives up the horizon and its red light hits the sand and rises up to the Phoenix right here. When that star's light hits right here on the Phoenix in Egypt, where the pyramids are, a whole new knowledge is going to be covering our earth. This is God's plan. People don't know about it because it's all good. That's the other thing. So I got to get off of here. I'll finish explaining it in another episode. But Ian Carroll, Cancel This Clothing Company, is his website, his Instagram. Ian Carroll, IANCARROLL. He, on his platform, talks about the telepathy tapes that just came out. You need to listen to his 1.5 hour long version of what's going on with that, because that ties into the UFO of God, ties into meditation, ties into God. Oh my gosh, it's crazy amazing. Anyway, so I'm just going to leave you with that so that you can go do a little bit of research, watch that, because in a year, things are changing spiritually on earth. They already are now, but whoa. So, I just want you to be ready and prepared, and this is just good love. Everything about it's love. What I'm speaking about, truthful, honest love. Love, love, love. Sorry about the neighbor's dogs barking. It's so cute. Now, when I listen back at this, if it's too noisy, I'm just going to redo all of it. But, hey, listen. Click that like button, please. And if you think this stuff is kind of interesting, subscribe. And if you know somebody who's into this kind of stuff, the beautiful love of God, without anybody holding them down, send it to them. Anyways, peace, blessings. I'll catch you on the next one. I woke up and I'm here to tell you all about it. Thanks. Bye.